Hi and welcome to this pelvic floor, hips and lower back release and stretch. I'm Annika Crane, I'm a certified personal trainer and I love all things movement. I'm going to take you through this class today. Go at your own pace, feel free to pause, rewind or skip over any bits that maybe feel like a bit too much, but I'm hoping this will be perfect for you today. So if you could grab yourself a pair of socks. Now we're going to first work on some breathing stuff to open up the front of the pelvic floor. So this is an area that's massively neglected all the time, at least from what I've seen in clients it is. And so to start with, I just want to find where your natural stance is, and this will give us an indication if one hip is pushed forward. For me, I know it's my right side is pushed forward. I can see looking at my feet that one side, my right side, is just about an inch or a centimetre, somewhere in between, in front of my left. And I can always feel a kind of tightness here on this right side. Hip and lower back gets a bit icky, and I definitely feel this right side pelvic floor is kind of just clinging on, not really letting go. So the way you're going to find this, I'd like you to just take a little jump if you can. And you'll probably find, if you don't think about it too much, that your feet land in that kind of position. Mine have even gone more exaggerated now, so I can definitely see it's my right side forward. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put this pair of socks underneath my left side. Let me just get this camera sorted, and I'm going to be going onto the wall. So this is under my left side, right underneath that hip bone here. So if I lay down, and it's kind of, if you've ever done those ab exercises and you've ever put your hands underneath your hips to help you, it would just be under that side there, although I'm going to go onto the left. Okay. And then feet on the wall. You can drag the feet down and dig the heels in if you want to, you don't have to. From here, what you should feel is that your one side, I need a bit more actually here, your one side is lifted up, my left side is lifted up, and my right side is back. Now I'm going to get a bit of tension on the back of the legs by pulling the feet down the wall, creating a traction, and I'm feeling a bit of hamstring at the back of the legs here, firing up, and I'm being careful not to let this right side lift all the way up. Okay, I want to keep that side on the ground. For once, this right side is going to come back and this left side is going to reach up. From here, just gently feel the inside edge of your hip bone here at the front. And I want you to take a breath in through your nose. You're going to fill that area as the air goes down. You're going to fill this area with air. So it's nice, big, well, in fact, not even big breaths, it's just deep breaths. Imagine this kind of filling down motion as the air travels down pelvic floor wise. I like to feel here just a little bit inside that hip bone and feel the air pushing my fingers gently up and down. In through the nose, out through the mouth. So as you're breathing in, you're trying to see if you can rise this rib cage, so the ribs are spreading out laterally, sideways, and we're getting air into this entire rib cage, air pushing back into the ground, air pushing out to the sides, and air filling down towards the pelvic floor, all kind of as one. If you're not used to this, that's fine, just give yourself a bit of time to get into it. Let yourself fill this whole canister with some air. I just want you to notice if that's the first time that you've been able to get some air down here, because if you're the other way, if you were without this little thing here, you might feel like as soon as you place your hips on the ground that we automatically roll the other way. We automatically roll up and that one hip is forward. So you can try the other side as well, although I'm going to go back for a few breaths on this first side again. Okay, 2 more breaths in and out. Okay, perfect. So from there, what we're going to be doing is grabbing something between the knees. So this can be a foam roller, this can be a pillow, this can be a yoga block, whatever works for you. Ideally then, starting with the feet down, make sure you can feel the feet on the ground. Let yourself relax onto the ground here. We're going to be going for some... the effort is a static effort, but we're pushing in against this foam roller as hard as we can for 30 seconds or so. If it's too much, you can stop before, but we're going to go for 30 seconds. Now, as you're here, I want you to imagine this movement is not just coming from the inside of the legs, okay? It's coming from all the way inside these hip bones as well. So if we go for like a kind of breath, try that yourself and feel inside these hip bones. You might feel a firmness right inside those bones at the front of the hip. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just find your belly button, go out to the side, and you should just about hit a hip bone, and then follow that down until there's a pointy bit at the front here, and I can feel it right here. So that breath in, breath out, feel that firmness, okay? On that firm kind of feeling, that's where I want to drive the movement from, and I can feel that right in the muscles where I'm trying to work, pelvic floor and inside of the legs here. So you're going to keep breathing through this 30-second rep. Each time you breathe out, squeeze a bit harder. Okay, I'll give us 10 seconds on that one because I probably wasn't focusing for that first 10 seconds. Keep that effort. Got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. So that should be quite tough. That should actually be quite hard work. Take a few seconds and then we're going to do the same thing again, but I'd like you to bring your legs a little bit further away from you and play around with the positioning of this. So you might want to go a little bit higher up the thighs. You can go in between the knees. I think a little bit higher mid-thigh is probably where I feel the best kind of squeeze, the best contraction. If you are recovering from any kind of dysfunction here or any kind of pain, go easy on this. I know for me it's a little bit much right now. So I'm going to ease off a little bit and I'm going to think about gentle kind of squeeze in this position in particular is a bit more difficult for me, a bit more challenging. Okay, get ready for the second one then. So find that breath. It's not forceful. It's kind of just like you're fogging a mirror. You're just going to clean your glasses with your t-shirt, you know, clean the glasses. So find the inside of those hip bones again. Breathe in, breathe out, squeeze. Okay, keep breathing. I'm timing us, don't worry. If you can breathe into that same area where we were trying to expand earlier, but still maintain some level of strength, that's great. 10 seconds to go. Keep that pressure. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Okay, I feel like I need to stretch after that one. Perfect. So let me know how this is feeling in the comments and check in with yourself. So if this is feeling like it's manageable or even if it's feeling good, that's great. We're going to go on to something a bit more strength-based. So I'd like you to grab a weight that you can tolerate. I've got 10 kilos here, but don't go off what I've got. Go off what you would normally do. Before my kind of injury, this would have been easy. So I'm going for something that's going to challenge me, but it's not too much right now. I'd like you to get yourself heel against this wall. So I'm pushing into this wall to give me some stability, and my other foot is right down on the ground. I've got my big toe, little toe and heel. I feel like this big fish, little fish cardboard box. That's how I always feel like when I say big toe, little toe and the heel, pushing down into the ground. So from there, I want you to find those hip bones again. You're going to be reaching the hips back to the wall. If you do weight training at all, this is your Romanian deadlift or your RDL in a single leg version. I'm actually going to step back a bit more. And I want to see if I can get all the way back with the hip and up here. So then see if you can go back, breathe in, breathing out as you come up. Now, there's different ways you can do this to target different areas, because we're looking at the front side of the pelvic floor for this one. I want to see if we can turn this foot. In fact, we're not even turning the foot, we're turning the hips slightly outward. So we'd be here and there. So I'm going down, I'm holding the weight, and I'm turning up, and I'm almost pushing my hip out to the front. So I'm kind of pushing this knee away, I'm dropping into this gap. So I'm opening up the front here. At the bottom here, I'm breathing in. Good, I don't even know how many reps we've done, but let's say it's 8. I can't count, but that's fine. You can always count if you want to. Okay, take a rest now. You're going to swap to the other side. So again, push that heel in. I'd like to just go for a few body weight reps first. So you're pushing that those hips back, come forward, breathe in. Take your time on this one, and also don't be afraid to let the belly expand. I notice as I go down, I'm self-conscious, I'm conscious of the camera, I'm conscious of my belly dropping. Let your belly drop. Let your belly move. Okay, then we're going to pick up the weight, and we're pivoting out, coming down, keeping my body open to this side, coming up. It's going to feel different side to side, that's okay. Still getting the hips back. Last one now. Okay, good. Take a rest. Fab. So, see how you're feeling now. We're going to go for a few gentle stretches. Now, this is one to test. For me, this movement here, the kind of hip pushing forward, stretching the front, hasn't been that nice for the last few weeks. But what I want to focus on is getting this movement back, getting it strong again. So I'm going to take, if you see my body position here, if I turn to the camera slightly better, this arch here, we really want to work on building some strength here. I'm not dropping down, but I'm bringing these hip bones back a little bit. And this is actually all the movement I've got. I haven't got all this range pushing my hips forward. I've probably only got this. So I want to sit down, drive up, squeeze the bum, squeeze the glutes. And that feels pretty active right now. I feel like I'm actually having to try to do this. You can see I leaned forward a bit too much there. That's fine. I'm pushing forward again. So try. I'm talking myself through it and I'm talking you through it. Try and tuck under a little bit with the hips. So instead of this arch, we've scooped under with the hips. I'm not squeezing my bum though. Take a breath to set myself. I'm trying to go down, gentle, 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 and then push through the legs to come back up. I can feel this is working right here. And it's kind of good for me to look at the camera to see if I'm doing this right. There's such a temptation to just go up, lose it. We don't want that. Stay with me, a few more reps. Good, try one more. Okay, cool. So let's get into some lower body strength, some more lower body strength. And so you're going to be going against the wall here. I'd like you to take that same idea that we had before. You're dragging the feet down. Go a bit longer this time. So you're kind of, your feet are higher up the wall. And what that means is my knees are straighter. They're not bent so much here. They're a bit straighter. Less than 90 anyway, in terms of the bend. So you're going to pull your feet down the wall as if I was trying to rip this wall down and throw it underneath me. If I do that enough, you can kind of see that my hips start to lift off the ground, and then I can help them a little bit by doing the same. I'm going to go onto my toes, okay, and I'm actually going to go one leg here. Make sure you lift that knee a little touch, because it can tend to sag down otherwise. Lift that knee a little touch. And then it's a glute bridge, so my hips are coming down to the ground, and then I'm pulling with that toe and the ball of the foot up. Squeeze this bum cheek underneath here, and I should get a really, really good kind of, well, I'm feeling it all down here, and then to go down again. Getting really good work all the way down my leg. Good, we'll go for 2 more. These should be tough. Remember to keep pulling down with that foot. Good. Okay, right, we're going to reset. We're going to go same thing, other leg. So you're going to pull the feet down, then lifting the hips up a little bit. Go onto the toes, one leg up, keep pulling the foot down. I'm dropping my hip down and up. This leg really doesn't like it, so I'm going to have to readjust a little bit to find that feeling again, because they might not be the same on both sides, and that's fine. Okay, pulling up here, I can feel that. Down, squeeze the bum cheek at the top, but try and let it go as you come down. So you might notice side to side, again, that hip dropping, lift the other knee up, just so we've got that good kind of, both hips up. This side's definitely harder, I don't know about you. Go, 2 more. Okay, and take a rest. Whew. Okay, last thing we're going to do here then is a couple of gentle stretches for your lower back. Now, what I want to be aware of here is we're not like pushing anything and jamming anything closed, because we've just opened up this front area here. We don't want to then just clunk it closed and kind of aggravate anything. So what I'm going to get you to do here is reach up your leg, gently reach across, and actually if my leg doesn't want to go down any further, that's fine. I'm just going to let it be here, and I'm getting a good stretch on this side. I'm not forcing it down at all. I'm just letting it be. And actually, you can see it's relaxed a bit more. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side. So I'm just gently moving the legs up and down. See, this side isn't going down as far. Not yet, anyway. I think it will. Okay, and I'm bringing it up again. Yeah. Okay, bring the knee into the chest. Think about that breathing again, so I can breathe into this side. Okay, I might bring this leg out to the side a little bit. It's kind of a nice stretch. Okay, and then I might bring my leg all the way across. Stretching into that side. Just notice if there's any tension, if you're trying to hold yourself. I realised I was trying to protect myself there, but actually it's alright to relax. Okay, and then the other side, again, you can bring this leg close. This leg isn't feeling like it wants to be pulled up as much, that's okay. Okay, I might bring it out to the side. Again, breathing into that side if I want to. And across. Okay, go all the way across now. Click. Again, noticing that I'm trying to pull things more than they want to go. I'm just going to relax here. Okay, last thing we're going to do is just roll a few times here. So you're literally just going to get the air coming in and out. Breathing in as you go back, breathe out as you go forward. See if you can relax those shoulders. It seems kind of silly, this exercise, but I think it really opens up my back. It's really quite a nice one. Maybe seeing if you can round the neck a little bit. Okay, last thing, nice big stretch, that lower back. Try and round yourself as much as possible and pull yourself back here. Breathing in and out. A few more deep breaths. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found some benefit from this. Let me know how you got on in the comments, and I will see you on the next class.